well, it's live now.
Well, they're all private, so it's not like anyone can see any of the editing stuff, all the old editing stuff. So it's not like it's a big issue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, we're trying to figure out how to do that. When the update is live, I'm going to be doing the ad run. I'll be using the Polar account neck to do that.
Awesome.
In
Would
fact, let me
you?
pull up.
What are your plans
So
for
I
the
guess
ads?
I'm also going to drop a surprise vehicle with today's update.
Do it.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Do it. Wait, is the update today?
it is?
Is it?
Yep. We're
Oh,
getting a
if all
big
things- if
seriously?
all
rebalance.
Oh my god,
if
dude,
all
that's
things go
that's
right,
amazing.
right, according to Fish, the update is today, going
Mhm.
live to main
And
end.
shotgun and sniper remodel should hopefully be out by the weekend. I sent it to Hannah, but she still hasn't implemented it, so...
How much are you
Don't
going to be
know
running
what's
the ads
up.
for? Do you want to run like a 30k ad now that we have like enough?
We
Or
have
would
a
you rather-
lot, so
yeah,
I
or
was
would you rather
going.
run
I was
2
going to run
days?
basically 30k, 30k with some
yeah,
of the.
that's good for me.
But I'm going to need to. I was going to use the ad from
You
the.
ever see those crappy makeshift dump truck technicals with giant guns in the bed and the suspension is straining? I'm doing that.
Yes, a Toyota
LOL.
Tacoma, like a '93 Toyota Tacoma with a fucking
Yeah.
big ass 50 cal on the back. Oh my god, dude, that'd be funny.
I'm gonna log in.
That would actually be like a really good low-level vehicle, other than the Jeep.
Better than that, a 155 gun.
What?
Nick,
That'd be amazing.
What?
can you get me the code in DMs real quick? Because it just gave me I need two-step verification
For
stuff.
Twitch?
No,
Yeah.
The Polar
Let me.
account.
1 second.
I can't trust my computer permanently because
I have to
stupid
open up
Roblox.
Edge real quick. What happened to this new logo?
To the new logo.
Yeah,
Why
Microsoft Edge has a new logo.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't really paid attention. I don't really care that much.
Okay. Gmail. Gmail.com. I'm actually auto logged in on the holder account. Do you want me to just pay out the 30k to you?
To my account, sure,
Yeah. Okay.
sure, and then I'll do ads from my Dust account. Then
Okay. Cool.
that's fine by me.
Let me configure cube. Okay, so we got 27647. That's pretty good.
And I have 4K on myself personally, so that's about
Oh
28K. That's not bad.
damn.
That's close.
You have 1k?
I have 4K.
Oh, 4k.
So that will,
okay.
so that will be a 28 ads spread across both. So that will be 14K on both. If my math is correct.
How do you spell your username? DustofElysium.
Elysium. You can also see it in the chat thing because I friended the
there we
other
go.
account because I was smart and realized that would be easier to save stuff. So let me get to where the group creation ads are. Games. Oh wait, create group
Alright, there you go.
creation.
I sent
User
it to you.
ads. User ads for Aegis Reborn. I would like to upload a few, but I don't know how.
Okay.
I'm just gonna prepare to.
Alright, I'm gonna
just gonna
announce the
prepare to-
stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna just prepare the bids for the main ads. Which is the top banner ad and the other ad that we've used before.
Q and A.
Oh, it's starting now. Hey, we can do that. I was gonna put in bids for that. Okay, so I have 30K, so I can do 15K each. 000, and put in the other ad
There we go.
ones. All right.
Sweet.
You get gaming, and I'll do that, and I'll finish up that details right now. I'm gonna mute the stream before I accidentally hear myself. But let me test to see if
Yeah, I always
if
have
I
my stream muted. Just because I hate the sound of my own voice.
Let's see. Let me see if I can hear myself at the least.
Hey, what's up? What's up, guys?
Hello.
What's up? Welcome to the stream. We're gonna be doing some question and answers for the new update that's coming out today. We're gonna be running some ads too. There's a lot of content that's gonna be added, so.
Yeah, we're ready and happy. So can you all hear us? We
Yeah.
have 14. We have 14 people watching us right now.
Oh my god, dude, that's the most.
Already, Jesus.
Yeah.
We haven't even started, but we have 14 people, baby. 18.
Dang.
That number is climbing high,
Jesus.
boy.
All right.
All right, let me finish up what I was doing, which is getting the ad set up for when the game is ready, set, go, baby.
Do you have a specific time that you're gonna be like releasing the update?
Yeah, Fish DM me that so that I know when I can do that.
Oh, cool. All right. So.
Who else has joined our
By
chat?
this evening.
This evening.
Okay, this evening. That's
Sweet.
good. Rudy has also joined this chat. This is going to be in there. Whatever. We have a few staff in here. It's all good.
Mhm.
So to start the stream, we're going to do a little bit of intros with me and Nick. So I'll let Nick introduce himself to people who don't know him, because
Yep.
a few people probably don't know Nick.
Yeah. So I'm
you know.
Nixxodus. I am the old creator of Reborn. I started Reborn whenever beta was in its prime, like whenever Exodus and Verse and all of that was massive.
Oh, the old factions.
We got Aegis Alpha Reborn from Widgeon, or the original alpha version from Widgeon, and I took that and actually made it working, and it's just evolved since then. And right now I am working on another game called FJS to help bring in some revenue for Reborn's growth. So that's a lot of the reasons why I'm inactive is because of that. So if you guys don't know me, I'm a really nice guy. You can ask me whatever you want.
Yeah, we'll be answering whatever questions we see in the chat. So make sure to ask those questions away. And before we move on to that, I will introduce myself. I am DustofElysium. I am the main coordinator for the game. I'm basically the person who makes sure that the game is all running. I am the head of the staff team for the game, and I have Nick as a support. I make sure that the game is developed, moderated, all that, the fancy stuff. By the way, I would like someone in here to moderate the game, like his flag, so that we don't get flame snipers.
Yeah, don't worry, I got it.
Sweet.
Okay, Ridley, thank you. I figured you were in game as well. So.
Yeah, whose mic is given return?
That was Hannah for a moment.
Okay.
I heard it from Hannah.
Wait, is Hannah in
So
there?
yeah, Hannah's in here.
Sweet. What's up, Hannah?
Yeah.
She might not be able
Actually
to
drop her
talk
bombs.
because her
That's
mic
fine.
because she doesn't have any headphones.
So guys,
she
if
might-
you have any questions, just don't be afraid to ask. We plan on doing a lot of questions, help clear some stuff out, and help get this new update.
We have a
Hyped.
question immediately. Let me read it. It is
Okay.
Who is talking? And it's easy to tell who's talking. Nick's voice is pretty interesting.
Pretty interesting.
Hey, it's terrible.
One way to say it.
Pretty interesting. Hey, Emmy.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
You're easy to tell from me. My
Yeah.
voice is kind of.
I sound like I have a freaking piece of chicken stuck up my nose all the time.
Yikes.
I mean,
Okay,
it's
so
true.
the only other person who would be talking, Justin, is myself, Dust, and we might have TJ or Riddy talking. Vision Elf apparently had an important question.
And that is?
Question, shut up, Vision. I don't see it in the chat, so.
Hold on. Yeah, guys,
Okay,
ask questions.
so we do have a question. We have a question from Philippine X2Z2S. Are the Jets getting some type of precision aim like an Aegis Beta? That is a good question.
Yeah,
and,
that'd be really cool. Like,
That is something we wanted to do. No, for Beta X2S. I will be reading the chat, just not very frequently. We have Green talking in chat. Nice.
What's up, Green?
We have another question to read, and then I'll start us off on a few of the topics I have on our little sheet. So we have Vitex asking if the buggy got nerfed. I don't believe so. I would know if a nerf happened. Believe me.
It got buffed.
Oh, it got buffed? Sweet.
It, in fact, got buffed. For context, for everyone, the person talking in voice to in chat in text to speech even word is Fish. And Lord Doom has a question. Are we getting more parts? I was going to be talking about that later. We have a nice bit of announcements.
So,
It's just in play.
THW asked, what do you think of Project Exodus? It's really well made.
It's really well made, but really it was just sort of something. No,
Yeah, it's a project. It's
a big project that's
Yeah.
going to take forever.
Yeah.
Green. A crown means it's just prime. Okay. Lord of Doom. I already answered that. All right, let's get started with some of the questions I have. We're not too worried about the Exodus being a competitor thing. It's just something I never really cared about.
Yeah.
It's whatever.
There's a lot of difficulties to getting like games up and working. If they do get it up and working, it's not going to be a problem with anything that'd be fun to play. Like it'd be a fun game to play, but at the same time, it's really really difficult to actually get such a massive project off the ground without the resources.
Yeah, it's something that we're not too worried about.
Yeah.
So the big thing we are here to talk about this today is the big boy patch from Fish for that's happening today if all things go correct. So let me pull that up off of our if I can word right changelog and read out some of the big stuff. So this is the changes that we have been setting up to make for a good while. And this is the tech tree patch, as we all know. No, if you want full details, please join our Discord. I will have Green. If you can, please give the link in the chat for us. Thank you very much. But otherwise, that's all in #changelog for people to see and read. So I'm going to hand this over to Nick and ask how excited are you for these changes? There's my boy. Oh, thank you, Vision.
If it isn't obvious already, I'm really hype. I have been really inactive and really busy, really stressed out lately about like getting FJS working, about Reborn, and the progress of it, because lately it's been pretty slow, and a lot of people have been like talking about me like not being active enough, possibly Reborn failing. A lot of like what's happened with Prez and stuff really was a blow. But this update is a game changer. It's literally a game changer. There's going to be so much new content that's going to basically change the meta of the game, and it's going to be much more strategic, if that makes sense. There's going to be a lot more thinking involved in gameplay with this new tech tree update, with all the new features and stuff, and it's definitely a major improvement on the game, which is really something that I've needed to get back into the Reborn sphere. It's really motivating in a way to see like this much progress happening without me, and it's truly amazing.
Yeah, I've been the main new person in getting this update pushed in the background. I'm not sometimes I go quiet for a while. Well, but regardless, I'm always working on the game in some way or form, behind the scenes with the devs. And Fish was my hire, and I think it's safe to say that Fish has been a fantastic hire personally. He has done some really darn good work making the game 10 times better, and he's been able to actually untie the freaking Widgeon code, which has been the major
The garbage
source.
Widgeon code. Oh my god.
That's been the major reason that we haven't been able to update like anything.
Mm-hmm.
Anything. We can't update anything with this. The code just so bad, and he's been good. Elian's code is bad. Bad, but yes.
It's not necessarily bad code. It's just we have to redesign it if we want to grow the game. Because
Yeah.
Widgeon had it set up just barely working enough so that he could get the original alpha, which is understandable. I mean, he was probably stressed about that and getting this game working,
Yeah.
which is why
Yeah,
his
he
code is
probably-
garbage. But at the same
If
time,
we could ever get if we could ever get the beta code, I'm fairly sure the difference in coding would be very massive.
yeah, I mean there is some similarities between this code and beta code. Like a lot of it is the same, but a lot of it is also much more refined.
All right, we do have a few questions that I'm gonna read out.
All right.
But let me give my thoughts on this actually stuff. And I too am pretty excited. I got out of the game after a while. Well, I can place that blame basically on Hannah's updates making the game very jet focused, and I'm not a very good player at this game at the best of times. I'm a stealth player. That's kind of something I do best. And the game is not very easy to stealth when there are a billion different planes in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
The sky.
My internet.
Vision has a. We have a lot of questions, and I'm going to read those out here. But we do read those out here, and then we'll get back to our question. All right. So from Felix. From Felibee, once again, we have are we getting an air brake for the aircraft soon? Or maybe some type of parachute that will slow down an aircraft on the ground?
That's not a bad
That
idea.
is something. Yeah, that's something you want to do because we're reintroducing the crash script again. Because planes have been ramming into the ground again, and we want to re-add that. So that's something we are going to consider so that planes can actually land. Because that's the thing that's made the crash script really hard on us. Planes just can't land in this game.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but planes just suck at landing.
Yeah, the planes that we have in Reborn, they're amazing. There's nothing really like them on Roblox, but at the same time, they're too buggy, and there's just so much more that can be done with a proper working plane script with good physics. And the potentials are limitless. We can, like, eventually maybe even add air-to-air missiles, like, as a stretch. Even, like, that air brake idea that you're talking about is really good for helping with landings, because a lot of people, to be honest, can't land. It does take massive amounts of practice, especially since the scripts are so bad and the physics is kind of glitchy. But in the future, having better plane physics, having like actually working crash script, it'll change the game. It'll make flying meaningful. It'll make you much more reserved and not willing to crash and kill yourself in a plane, which is a benefit to gameplay, because then everyone is going to be like that.
According to Vision is also making it so that planes actually slow down, so that might help make landing actually possible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next question we have a lot of questions about if you're going to be returning to Exodus, the faction.
So about Exodus, if you guys don't know what Exodus is, it's my first Aegis clan that I made.
It was made for beta.
Yeah, it was made for beta, and we participated in a lot of really intense, really fun tournaments. And
yeah,
ever since Reborn has happened, I had to distance myself a little bit from Reborn, just because I didn't have enough time. It's like simple as that. But like a lot of people have been asking me when I'm gonna return, if I'm gonna do anything with Exodus, and if I gave up on it, which is in my heart not true. My loyalty to Exodus isn't like it'll never end. It's just finding the time, finding a proper use for Exodus. It's extremely difficult whenever I'm like this swamped with development work and keeping everything together. So
And doing work on top of that.
but
Too.
however, in the future, whenever everything is much more stable, whenever Reborn has a bigger player base, whenever like all this and that, I definitely will return to Exodus and bring life back to Exodus, because it's not like I ever forgot about it. It's definitely something I still have passion for, just not the time.
Yeah, that was a question that a lot of people were asking.
Yeah.
Next question we have. Hey, I'm really sorry, Feely. I'm pretty awkward and I'm not very good at pronouncing words sometimes. Okay, so we do have a big question from THW. Are you all still considering making money not saved between rounds? I'm going to be the one addressing this one here.
All right.
That consideration has been something we've been toying with for a while. I'm not sure we're going to add it. Every time we consider it, the community gives us enough backlash to say we really can't do this unless we do a major change so that there is something that keeps between rounds that matters.
Like
We kind of have CR, but CR isn't really used for a lot. So, Nick, any thoughts yourself about?
The current currency system, it's really complicated because a lot of the game and the balance is made towards saving money, and that's why like a lot of vehicles are so expensive and stuff like that, is because you actually have to work and grind for the money and to be able to fly a lot of these vehicles, to be able to drive a lot of these vehicles. So having money not save, it's definitely a benefit for newer players who won't be swamped with like people in the air, people in Reapers constantly bombing them, but at the same time it restricts good skilled players from advancing in the game. If that makes any sense.
The thing about resetting money between rounds is that it does help with the biggest issue with Reborn, and that is seal clubbing.
Yeah,
So,
that's exactly
our
the main
advanced
problem.
players have, like millions of dollars, and I'm not joking when I say that. Most of our players have millions of dollars, and these are very long-term players, might I add.
Yeah.
People have been here since basically the start.
Yeah, the loyalty to Reborn is absolutely incredible in my eyes. Like, I'm so thankful for, like, so many of you have been here since God knows when I started. What was it, 2018, 2017?
Sometime in 2018, I think, or
Yeah,
I think it was.
Most of the player base is still active. Like, most of the people that were playing Reborn back then are still playing it now, and that's something that genuinely makes me happy. It genuinely makes me want to keep going with this. Because if I'm making people happy, if we're making people happy with the updates and keeping the game alive, then I keep doing it, because that makes me happy too.
Okay, so we have more questions, and then we're going to get back to currency. See, we have a question from Block Browser, which is asking, can we have landing wheels on heinous planes? Yes, we're adding landing wheels to all planes. Block Browser, please. I'm making a big sweeping assumption here. I know. Yeah. And we have another question from Commodore Gray. Will flares be added, and if so, why? As the air meta is so damn AIDS as it is. And then another question.
I can actually answer the jet one if you care.
Sure.
What's
going?
I actually, so me working on FJS, Lisa, the main scripter for FJS, is doing a lot of the weapon systems and stuff, and this includes like lock-on missiles, flares, like a lot of countermeasures, physics, flight physics, missile physics. A lot of that stuff is being implemented into FJS, and what I plan to do is actually use a lot of what FJS has in terms of air combat, and see if we can like transfer a lot of that to Reborn, like say air-to-air missiles, flares, because a lot of it'll work in Reborn as long as the physics and the scripting is on point. Roblox physics is ubiquitous no matter what game it is, so it's definitely possible to have, and it's definitely like on my personal list to have much more realistic, much more futuristic air combat.
Yeah, that's something we want. Commodore Gray also has another question. We have will an upgraded CIWS system be made available? What is the CIWS?
Close in weapon system. So I think that's like air to air, or we could.
Oh, air-to-air missiles.
Yeah, not air to air missiles. I think it's like the 4XAA. Like if there was an
4XAA.
upgraded 4XAA.
We are basically we are doing stuff like that.
Mm. We
We've been
definitely could, because like the a lot of, what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought.
yeah.
CIW. Okay, so the current 4XAA, it's really not the best against jets, or specifically
It's
like
really
Reaper.
bad against
Yeah.
jets.
And the only thing that we really have right now is the surface-to-air missiles for anti-jet duty, which can't. It's a little tricky bit, or it's a little slippery slope, because it's either really overpowered or really underpowered, considering that there's no other counters. So adding another form of automatic anti-air countermeasures for like jets and stuff, it wouldn't be a bad idea. It's just the implementation would be tricky.
Yeah, the
because we don't
implementation
wanna
is the
mess up
thing
balance.
we're really concerned with, because as I mentioned earlier, with Witchum's code, it is very difficult to add much of anything. That's
Yeah.
why I had Fish, why I'm having Fish do the whole recode. We just need it. I've been considering just making the game from scratch, but honestly, that would take too long, and I don't really want to do that.
Yeah. So Dust, do you wanna go in depth about all the content that is going to be added in the next update? Like,
Oh
go
yes,
down the list.
I was going to be doing that. In fact, that's one of the topics I was going to be happily doing.
Sweet.
So this update is a big one. Big one. We wanted to. This update is really about the tech tree. The tech tree right now is basically extractors, being able to make more HQs, and then hangars and helipads. It's very basic, but it functions at the moment.
Mhm.
And that's what we need. Functional, not amazing.
Yeah.
Also, the prices have been
function over quantity right now.
Yeah, function over quantity. We are going to add a proper tech tree. Don't you worry. That's something we talked about in the roadmap. Elf Vision, I didn't add that to the roadmap yet. Thank you for the reminder. I will do that after the stream. I kind of forgot about it because it's very easy to forget about stuff. Because reading is hard. All right. So next I will be talking about what we're changing with the second up when we do change to it. It is bent. I just forgot. I'll talk about that later. So this update is also going to be a big rebalance. Let's be honest, everything in this game not very well balanced.
Yeah.
There are very clearly things that are just overpowered. And so a big part of what we're doing this update is rebalance. That's what Fish is working on right now, changing all the numbers. And believe me, there's a lot of numbers being changed.
That's honestly one of the biggest things that's keeping new players out as well, is how drastic the high level versus low level gameplay is.
Yeah, that's the thing that's always been the problem with this game.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes, high levels are just able to dump on new players. That's something that we're changing for the better this time. We've been changing for the better. When the game is ready, set, go, we're doing ads. I've got the bids ready for ads. Stuff is being changed, boys. We're good.
Wait, I'm gonna rejoin a different team so I can get an actual dogfight.
An actual dogfight, because
You should try to 1v1 Reaper.
I'll 1v1 you. Come on.
Bet.
Bet? I'll take you down, bro. Hold on, I'm loading in. Big question.
Commodore Gray has another question. Will drones be made workable? Yes. Yes, drones are going to be coming back. Drones have been so underpowered for so long, it's ridiculous.
Do you have any like specific plans on how, like, what's going to be different with drones? Like, what has been changed?
the big thing I want for drones to be changed is Hellfires to be made more powerful.
Mhm.
Hellfires are just that's really why the drones have been failing recently. Hellfire is just not very effective, and the other changes they're going to become immune to the SAMLs.
Yeah.
Because that change was kind of unnecessary. I'm sorry, Nick. I have to say it. You were the one who made that change.
I kind of recognize that after the fact, but I was
recognize
just too swamped to change it back.
That the drone isn't that good. So we're going to be making the drone. So I want the drone to be more powerful, immune to SAMs, so that it will be doing actual stuff. It will be expensive, but
Having the drone not be targeted by SAMs is actually a pretty easy fix. You just have to go into the SAM script.
it will still be targeted by 4x. But the thing about 4x is that the drone has just enough range to be outside the range of 4x. If you're smart.
I think the range of the 4x is like I think it's
about 2 3K ish.
3K, yeah, I think it is 3K.
In the range of the drones, it's just over 3K. So.
I think it's actually about like 4K. I think the max is 4K.
Yeah, so the drone is really good. It's just that SAMLs will hit you regardless of of where you are. So we're going to be changing that. That's how drones are going to come back.
And plus, that's one of the major like technological like trophies we have about Reborn. Like no other game has functional drones like we do, and that's what like it's an amazing weapon system that we have in this game, and it's so much fun to use. That's why I want it. I want the drone to be useful. I want it to be fun as fuck I want it to be fun for everybody to fly.
PDX has drones don't damage infantry. Yeah, that's been an issue that we've been having to deal with. We're fixing that, believe me. In fact, the big update that we're doing, which I've called Update 0.5, because our update numbering system was really bad, so I've just decided, screw it, we're going back to 0.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So, we're doing a lot of bug fixing. Me and the design team and all the others, we got together, made a big change that is going, and we're getting all the major bugs fixed. Believe me when I say those bugs, they are getting quashed.
Yeah, this is definitely a new age for Reborn.
This is the new age, and it's going to be good.
Yeah, everyone after what happened with Prez and after like all that drama, a lot of people really were down and really pessimistic about the future prospects of Reborn. A lot of people started thinking that everything was going to fall apart and give up. But here's proof that we got our stuff together again. We got a good game plan for the future, and we're not done yet. Reborn is definitely just beginning. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's why we're going back to zero for numbering.
Exactly.
We're basically starting again. Yeah. Bomber drone is something that we're going to be considering drones. How we're going to be changing drone bombs. But for right now, it's just going to be kept to the Hellfire. We might add more powerful missile.
Aegis Reborn.
Aegis Reborn. That is the perfect rename. That is in fact what we're going to be We're going to be calling the name.
Reborn.
That's
X2.
hilarious. Reborn 0.5 edition.
Bruh.
So yeah, this is a big update. Update with vehicle rebalance, inventory rebalance. We're even going to be adding the shotgun. TJ has been remodeling our shotguns, and shotguns are good. So we're doing we're doing some nice stuff. We have armor and some nice small scale plans. Nothing exciting, but we're going there, boys.
One thing that I also would like to do is, so I was actually gonna hop on Studio in a bit and do some minor like effect change, some small visual change, like the Hawkeye. The Hawkeye is kind of big, chunky right now. I kind of want to see if I can make it a little bit smaller.
Yeah, because it's really big.
Yeah, and plus, the artillery explosion effect. That's one thing I tried to fix last time before I screwed the update up.
But you kind of
yeah, I kind of screwed the update up a little bit. But what I did was I changed the explosion effect for the artillery. It used to be like a small one, kind of like similar to an Agar explosion, but I want it to be more like a bomb explosion, like a bigger, not
It used to
necessarily
be
any
big.
change in the damage or anything, just the effects. Like change some effects.
Yeah,
So
we
make
were going to
everything
be
look nicer.
doing some. We're going to be changing some stuff, but that's sort of that's stuff we're considering.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go back to our roadmap stuff because after this update, after update 0.5 and some patches, we're moving on to update 1.0. This is the factory patch and the tech tree basically being complete. Complete. And when it's a tech tree completion, we mean we're actually having proper research facilities and all that. Nothing fancy, but like stuff that's functional. That's what we want.
Mm-hmm.
Like Fish has been talking about, we're going to be having mass lines from like beta, except they're actually doing different things. It's basically like electricity. That's an exciting thing.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
And we're having fuel as an actual thing that's actually impactful. That's something else coming in that hat.
Okay. I see how it is.
No more unlimited fuel.
You have to refuel properly, and we're going to make fuel even consume even faster because we want fuel to be very impactful. Oh yeah, TJ gave you the remodel in the DMs, Nick, so you can show it off on stream if you want.
Okay, in DMs.
And you can also show off this sniper remodel
Okay.
because that's the other thing that got changed.
All right, well.
We're
So
gonna have to do.
Yeah, here's the new shotgun model by TJ. It looks really good.
It.
And then
There's a bunch of. Look at that fancy model.
yeah, I know that looks really good.
We have so many chats. Lol.
Yeah. There's like
I
so
saw
many
that.
people watching. I'm
DMs.
actually really happy and surprised to see this many people.
We have
on.
22 people watching
I
us
know,
right
that's
now.
awesome.
That's a lot of people. And we're going to be putting us on the official channel. I'm going to be posting that in the announcements soon. Soon. So expect that coming soon. We're having an official channel with updates, its info, all that. I'm going to be the one doing that channel, and I'm excited.
So, Justin asked if our scripts are just copied. I feel like that's a good talking point, honestly, because a lot of people don't actually know about like, what Reborn is.
Yeah, so to explain Reborn to you guys, Reborn needs the original alpha for Aegis. Aegis was released a long time ago. I have no idea. It was open.
Mm-hmm.
The beta version was the second attempt at it. But we basically Widgeon gave away the code, and then we asked if we could have it.
Yeah, we asked if we could. So I asked Widgeon personally if we could make this into a game, make this into our own thing, and I asked him if we could like profit, change anything, and he was perfectly cool with it.
Because he's abandoned.
Yeah. So a lot of the code that we have right now, most of it is Widgeon's code. So technically it is kind of copied. But what we're doing, we're not necessarily copying or trying to take Widgeon's Steam from Aegis and make it our own. It's more so we're trying to improve on the idea and build on top of what Widgeon already laid out. Like a lot of people currently think that like this is a stolen game. Like a lot of new players think it's a stolen game or just like a hashed copy, which is.
Or a lot of the people who played the original alpha just don't really understand that.
Yeah. So no, it's not. We're
not
definitely on good terms with Widgeon. We're just building.
It's not a one-to-one.
Yeah.
That's the thing that most people are probably concerned with. It's not a one-to-one conversion. We've added so many things over the years.
Yeah, it's so unrecognizable. I think I have an actual old version of.
You have it. I think that would be really cool to show off.
Yeah,
let me show off how far we've come.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it.
That would be great. If you can show that would be amazing.
Group creations, or my creations actually. So, Reborn dev testing. This is on my game page. I wonder how well this works. Actually, I actually think that it might be broken because I remember a long time ago, Elliot actually had to fix the entire game because Roblox updated something stupid about like UI, and basically, it broke the basically an entire game system. So Widgeon had to.
But let's figure out how old this is. Wow, you can actually see the drone.
Yeah, the old crates,
the old
perks,
original drone
settings.
design. Look at that old drone design flying about.
Look, 2/22/2017.
That's this is the original version.
Yeah, I mean.
Look at that old old ass thing.
Remember when brown was a faction color?
Why did we have brown as a faction color?
I don't know. I think I replaced brown with green. Wait, what?
That old hunger, that old reaper. Let's celebrate some of the old designs. I think it broke.
Yeah, it's definitely broken. I mean, you can kind of get a good idea of like how far we came, especially with just the models.
Yeah, just seeing those old models, you can see clearly how far things have evolved.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, it doesn't work anymore because UI and whatnot is broken. But you guys got to see a quick visit to the past. Like originally, there wasn't even a Conard. The Conard is something we added. In fact, most of the stuff we've added.
Okay, so Justin asked. Also, that wasn't my question. My question was that do you copy your scripts from other planes in your game?
I think he means for FJS.
Not right now, no. Just because we don't
yeah, as far as I know, there has been no copy over.
Yeah, just because we're still trying to like get everything working.
Yeah.
Once we get like good scripting and good programs and like weapon systems in, I plan to at least influence Reborn with that. I don't plan on necessarily copying the scripts to Reborn, but having that proof of concept will definitely help.
Yeah, you might also be able to see on Nick's browser that little Trello roadmap shenanigan.
Do you want me to pull that up?
We're not going to show that off on stream. That's supposed to be private right now, but it is. But I do want people to know that this is all the stuff we're working on, so we're going to be showing this off for a little bit. Including a funny little joke at the Nick Corvette.
Oh, Nick Corvette?
Yeah, I tried that out in game, by the way, because someone was concerned that it would get moss. It would get the hashtag monster.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, it would not. It did not get hashtag monster.
Oh, sweet, it works.
Works perfectly fine. We are in fact getting the Nick Vet Corvette.
Okay, so
this is very basic. I've been doing a lot of work in the background on this. Just every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
You can see my cerebral little labels and all that. But we're having armor comes to the game. We're having and there's a whole Navy update. This is the big stuff. These don't have a lot of stats, but we have a lot of cool stuff.
Mm-hmm. Fishy class talk about.
We can talk about some of the stuff that does have stats, like the Maritime Patrol aircraft.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, something that we set up pretty much immediately.
Oh yeah.
Scroll down a little bit, Nick. It's right there.
Okay.
So this is a kind of slow aircraft. It can fly in the water. That's a thing. And it can carry 2 torpedoes, bombs, or depth charges. It's supposed to be a good all-arounder to get you introduced. It's going to be a copy of the Hawkeye, but it's going to be able to be effective at other things. Axel asks, so to be clear, Exodus was meant for beta. Why exactly did you start with Reborn? Nick?
So, I originally actually planned for Exodus to be the mainstay of Reborn because we had the player base in order to help grow Reborn and do all that. So it wasn't during the time that Exodus was actually made. Yeah, it was for Reborn, but the same once Reborn it was for beta, and then once Reborn got started, I wanted to make Exodus like the mainstay. But once a lot of the actual like difficulties with development and getting things fixed and putting in a lot of the time and effort into making sure the game is playable, I started losing time to keep Exodus up, if that makes sense. Like I had to sacrifice my activity in Exodus in order to focus on the game, but that doesn't mean that like it doesn't mean Exodus is just for beta in my mind. It doesn't mean that Exodus is honestly anything. Exodus is the only clan other than Shadow Syndicate that I see as family, and I Exodus will definitely become something bigger in the future, which I plan on.
Yeah, it's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Back. I've been inactive with Exodus because I've been.
Yeah, we've been both doing
I've been,
Reborn stuff.
I've been really busy with Reborn, and this roadmap is a great indication of how busy I've been with Reborn.
Mm-hmm.
I've been very. Oh, Self Damage has been doing some stuff that got deleted by one of our mods. Ready, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, Nick, how about we show the people what's being devved in game?
Alright, do you want me to hop on studio?
Yeah, let's hop in the studio and show off the stuff in the private in the testing world.
Alrighty.
So that we see people, so that we give people indications of what we're doing right now, because stuff is being changed.
Alright, so public testing.
Yeah, we're gonna get rid of most of these older stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They're not used anymore. We don't really care about them.
Here, should I just play public testing first?
Time to show off my team create hats.
Wait, I think I have one too. Is public testing is the actual update playable on public testing? Like, can I?
It is playable in public testing, except for the balancing stuff. That's being devved right now.
Okay.
But Fish is gonna publish that, and that's gonna be this evening, and that's when I'm going to be launching ads. By the way, people,
Okay.
because this is an ad run. Don't try and quash our people, but I'm doing it after the update is pushed, so that we don't get people doing murders.
Fish has a combine. I have a drone on my head.
There's Fish doing whatever he's doing. There's also a plane above him.
The test server is playable, but the stat changes aren't quite done.
Yeah, that's what Fish is doing right now, people.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna hop in testing, please, and just kind of play around. See what kind of things are different. Show you guys.
You guys can join the public testing all you want. By the way, people, go ahead and join and have fun.
Yeah. If you guys want to join public testing, do it.
The public testing is available for everyone to play.
Here, wait. Should I post a link in the, Yeah, let's post a link in the chat real quick for everybody.
Yeah, let's post a link in chat.
There we go.
Oops. I think you cut it, dude.
Did I?
Yeah, you did. Oh, Vision Elf also posted it. No, thank you, Vision.
Boy. Epic Tests by Lightning Terrarian.
In this server, you have basically infinite money and all that, so you can test everything.
Yeah, you can literally do whatever. It's not like the actual game.
This is just for fun testing of anything and everything.
Yeah, so you see how down at the bottom here, a lot of the buildings have a lock symbol on them now. So in order to unlock them and build them, you have to go through certain steps. Like, so the one right now that isn't locked is the extractor. So first you have to build the extractor.
You have to build an extractor, which, by the way, by popular demand, we're allowing everyone to build mass extractors.
That's absolutely amazing. I did not know that.
That's something Fish did. Fish did by making them cost cash. Anyone can now place one.
Oh, do we have ore extractors now too?
Oh, hey, the ore.
Yeah, all the ore stuff is coming back too.
No, ore stuff is not coming back.
No, it's not. Okay.
I didn't even know that the ore extractor was fixed on test server. I thought it was broken still.
Okay, so you guys see
according-
how once I put the extractor down, all of the buildings are now unlocked, so I can place a headquarters. I think.
and all that.
Yeah.
Except go to the air and you'll see that we can't build certain.
Let me clarify that a bit.
Okay, Fish, go right ahead. Apparently, that's not working.
Justin, to answer your question,
Nyx is not the monarch, and the monarch locked building, but he could still place extractors.
yeah.
Okay.
So, Justin, to answer your question, I genuinely don't know when I will be able to come back to Exodus. It makes me feel like crap knowing that, like, you guys really want me to come back and all that, and, like, I genuinely do want to myself, but it's just hard to estimate exactly when I will be able to, because just how time-consuming all of this is. Like, it'll definitely happen. Normally, how I work is my loyalties to something never change. Like, kind of how, if you notice, like, Shadow Syndicate, I haven't played, like, gone to, like, their trainings in years. And now that it's back up, I'm back in Shadow Syndicate active and stuff, so it's not that it's not that I'm not coming back and I'm not being lazy, it's just I don't have the time. If that makes sense.
Nick is trying his best.
Yeah, I'm trying my best.
That's what he's saying today. Today. Speaking of all that, I was going to hand over to Nick and ask him how FJS is doing. Because for those who don't remember, FJS is an offshoot of Reborn. Originally, it was literally just a joke that we came up with, just a stupid simulator. But Nick was like, "I'll go right ahead and do that."
I remember that. I thought it was the greatest idea. I didn't know that you guys were joking.
You go do that, Nick. Nick,
but here's yeah, we actually got so FJS is a dogfighting game for just jets, where we plan to have air-to-air missiles. It's a simulator, but at the same time, it's a pretty high. It's
not
a unique simulator. It's focused on combat,
shooting at other dudes.
So right now, we are planning to actually release FJS on the 14th of July. FJS is here. It is on the screen. It's very, very well through development, meaning that a lot of the framework, a lot of the actual building and time that was needed to actually make the game has been done. It's just we're waiting right now on finishing the scripting of the gameplay. Once the gameplay is finished, we'll have the working game, and that's when we'll be able to open up the game to the public and advertise and stuff like that. So we're pretty close. And here, I'll show you guys what FJS right now, it costs like 35 Robux to gain access.
But that's because it's pre-alpha.
Yeah.
I have access to that because I'm in the group, and the group lets me access it because reasons. Or I think it might just be because I'm friends with Nick that I have access to it. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's because you're an admin in the group. So yeah, here's like everything we have so far. Cosmetic shop, aircraft dealer, armory. This is where if you go to the aircraft dealer, you can buy all kinds of different jets. And then you can upgrade them over here. You can put like different types of missiles, flares.
All that.
Yeah. And then you can equip them in the hangar. So the hangar is like where you go customize your jet and stuff. Like you can actually go over there and paint it, which is pretty cool. It's pretty unique to this game. Here, let me show you.
Next.
Here's my jet right now.
Launch the rocket.
And if I click join battle, it'll take you to a place called Combat Zone where you can actually fly. Flying works right now. Gameplay doesn't, sadly.
It's still in progress. It's being progressed. So that's something that's just happening in the background. I've let Nick. That's something me and Nick. One of the things I did with Nick early when I was handed coordinator was like, I told Nick, I'm gonna let you do FJS. Let me handle Reborn, please. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Yeah, and that's actually mutually
And
beneficial because that way I have the time to be able to focus on this, while at the same time Reborn isn't being left
Reborn
alone and
isn't
dry. And
Reborn isn't being left alone because I care about
yeah,
Reborn.
and I care
I'm
about Reborn too. Like, the reason for FJS deep down is not for its own thing. I mean, yeah, kind of, but at the same time, a lot of the revenue and a lot of the support and community that we're going to be getting from this game, it's going right back into this game and Reborn. So it's definitely going to help Reborn out, and that's still the plan, and that'll never change.
Yeah.
Reborn is definitely always going to be the focus.
One of the things that you can see here in FGS is yaw. That's a big requested feature. We're adding yaw. It's just something that's really hard to add because yaw is, yaw, and the code is the code. Terrible. Yeah, FGS is really good. Good. It's about to come out, and it's an official part of Reborn. Or it's just its own sort of separate thing that
Yeah,
Nick is running.
it's definitely going to benefit Reborn. It's not necessarily part of Reborn though, just because it's so different from Reborn.
It's sort of,
but
it is.
Yeah,
it's an official sort of subsect.
Yeah, the plan is that to use this to help grow Reborn in the bigger picture.
Yeah. It's a bigger picture piece of the puzzle.
Yeah.
It's also really helpful for just countermeasures and developing special missiles.
Yeah, like all the stuff that we can use in here too. We can definitely place some Reborn. Oh my God, lightning! That looks beautiful.
Who has just joined the chat? Let me look up. Look, I do believe Green has just joined the voice. Hello.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, my mic's weird sometimes.
You're good.
So let's get back to some of my stuff, because we have a few things, and I was going to be talking about the next patch with some of the notes I have. Oh, we have another joiner. Hello, Midstep.
Hey.
This is supposed to be me and Nick, and now it's evolved. evolved.
I mean,
I
hey,
think we should.
you guys are welcome.
Yeah, I've talked about a little bit about update 1.0, the factory patch and tech tree stuff, but I'll talk about it again. The factory patch is a big thing. What we mean by factories is factories. A factory basically is a place to build something special, and we're gonna have these factories that you have to use to build a certain something. So there will be a land factory, an air factory, and when we do the Navy update, there's going to be like a Navy factory and all that. Simple stuff, really, but
Will there be a boat dock?
That could be that definitely could be something we could do in the future. But right now, I don't think so. I think the way boats are set up right now, I think it's you can only place them on water, so.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
so
you have to be close to the
this-
shoreline in order to build it.
Yeah, we're having a dockyard being made, and that will let you make the Navy stuff there. Very simple. Request. I'm gonna have either fish or see if Nick can do a basic UI for the factory stuff. So that
Yeah, I
we
could
have
do that.
programmed.
I could
In fact,
see if.
why don't you try doing that right now, Nick?
Yeah,
So
sure.
we can
Okay.
see a little bit of coding.
So, I'm probably gonna be doing this from scratch. So,
You still have open.
okay. So let's start. How should I start this? What kind of? So should it look? Nah. Here.
We don't need anything fancy. We just need a selectable thing so that it shows all the stuff, and we're also going to do the Hawk ID beginning if possible.
Here, I'll start.
Nick has just sort of forgot, and so I was like, let's have Nick do some coding, show off a little bit, because Nick is a coder and all that.
Kind of. I'm not great with math though. That's the thing. I'm terrible
Nick
at
is not a
mapping.
man.
That's the
That's
one thing
also
that
something I'm not
that's the one thing that held me back with Reborn was my math skills and like having struggle with coding because Widget's code was just oh my god. Like I can kind of code from scratch a little bit, but not really. Here, let me see if I can find. Okay, so we're gonna add a frame. Start with a frame.
Frame. While he's doing that, I'm going to be doing a little bit of chat work.
Yeah, you guys can talk while I'm doing this.
Yeah, I'm going to be mostly chatting about other plans for Reborn that aren't on our roadmap. Nothing fancy. And none of this is confirmed stuff.
Welcome, Fireleaf Dank. Hi.
There was that teaser for something that looked like a map. I'm not going to say much about that because I want that secret. But we may or may not be doing a new map. Keep an eye out for that. People. I'm having our coders and I'm having our modelers work on that big time. We're going to have actual. We're going to have actual stuff happening, so that's what we're doing.
Okay. So I got the mainframe here.
Yaw is being added. That's something we've always wanted to add. It's just been an issue. Crouching is coming for snipers, for you sniper fans. I know you guys have been wanting that for forever. And we've been thinking of doing a system for weapon modification. It's going to be very basic to start, but that's something we really want to do. A very basic weapon mod system. Right now, it's only been thought of a barrel under barrel scope, but we could be doing more. Apparently, we do have someone from Project Exodus in the chat talking in chat. Hello. I'm chatting about Reborn. I'm probably going to be adding a few things to it. Just some extra features. Yaw. Crouching. Flashling. Ooh, I really should have given Nick one of the games that Fish did, so that I could show off, so that I could have a little bit of reference. Because one of the things Fish did that I really, really wanted to introduce with Reborn, but it's just going to be really difficult. Fish had this cool little shovel thing in one of his games he was deving, and it was really cool because you could take out some of the terrain and then replace the terrains elsewhere.
That would be cool.
That's something we've really wanted to do so that we could have little voxels and all that.
I can pop over to demo with him.
That would be cool. Cool. Let's let Nick finish off what he's doing.
Who just made that weird noise? Like the auto talk or something?
Yeah, that's voice. That's text to speech. Fish is using that because I don't think he does.
Yeah,
that.
Fish is a scripter right now. He's the one that's scripting the entire update.
Wait, how do you use text of? How do you use? Okay, I just don't get how you use that in voice chat.
It's probably just a standard text to speech program.
I'm a computer genius.
It's pretty easy to figure out if you know what you're doing.
Okay, so you're using third-party software.
So yeah, we're having yaw, crouching, laying, some simple stuff that's going to make combat more complicated.
Virtual audio cables in the Windows Auto Read feature.
Fancy as heck.
I kind of want to do that.
Okay, so I'm going to add some text. Text box, or text label. We'll add to here. And then this will probably be the vehicle name.
It'll just be vehicle names next to it. And maybe we can actually have full descriptions too if we can do that.
We could definitely do that. Like we can have it on the side. Here, let me
because the current descriptions of vehicles not very good. pretty basic because you can't really fit too much text in the current system we have.
So here, so if I want, let's just make this AS14 for now, just the Reaper. So this will be the name of it. So it'd be right next to the image of the actual plane, right here. And then right here we could
And
probably
we have
have
the description.
yeah, the
We have a
description.
description with its armaments, and all that.
Description. And then have this one text scaled. I mean, how does this look? Does this look decent? I mean, it's a start of something. It's not necessarily.
It's definitely the start of something.
Yeah. So here.
We made that text a little bit bigger. We could see it and probably fit a lot of text in that.
Yeah, 35. Here, description. Big jet with big bombs. So, just kind of like to help give an idea. And then we could just copy paste this down like that. And then you have a bunch of, like this one will be AS4. SB.
And when you click the image in the factory, that's what you start building, and there will be a label underneath the name that shows what it's the build time in the factory.
Yeah.
One of the things about the factories, you're going to only be able to build one thing at a time, not order up anything, and it's going to be kind of slow so that it's fair, because these are complicated buildings and they have to do some work. So Nick is going to call this the air factory for now.
I just wrote, yeah, let's type that up. Air factory. Oops.
Factory.
Air factory. Let's change the text as well. The text font for these to match Reborn. So if Reborn uses its font cut sci-fi. So that's kind of a start. It doesn't look too great right now, just because.
But that looks kind of neat, especially with the little sci-fi. Sci-fi.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Reborn uses caps.
All caps because stupid reason.
Description of vehicle.
Caps look. Oh.
Here, let me go get the. We have all the images saved.
And if Nick can do that, we'll be good and golden. I would have done it, but I'm not no coder. I don't know how to do this type of stuff.
So
My
guys,
expertise.
make sure if you guys have any questions, make sure you're posting them in chat.
I haven't seen any questions in the chat, so.
Yeah. We want to answer your questions, guys. So if you have anything about anything you want to ask, like about the future, about what you, even suggestions, like make sure you post them. Cyberpunk Japan. Come on. My internet sucks. Okay, so here's like most of our
Small the end,
images.
Nick.
What's that?
I said, small the end, Nick, so you can check. I think I was just responding to a question. I kind of got sidetracked talking. When I'm talking, I like to talk. That's something about me. I talk.
Yeah, I get sidetracked so easily. Where is... Here, let's use... the...
My safety are idiots.
Oh my god.
What?
The old images are so bad. I remember... Do you guys remember the old Hawkeye that looked like... Here. The old Hawkeye. That was... It looked like a flying tuna.
Look at that thing.
Big chunk. Hold on. Okay. I'm just going to pick a random one. I'm just going to pick the HO100. Copy asset ID. And then we're going to go over to the image label. Make sure that this background transparency is 1 so that it's looks good, and then I'm gonna... There we go. Here, let me resize this as well, so it's more, more visible for you guys. Yeah, so this is kind of how it will, or it could look.
It will be changed by Fish and
Yeah.
Han and other devs. But when you click the image, it will be produced, and there'll be a text underneath it that shows build time.
Yeah, that could be part of, like, in the description as well too.
I think it's better if it's underneath.
Underneath of it?
Like,
yeah, true.
Yeah.
Here, I can actually do that.
Go ahead and show us. Firely think was like, well done 2 simulation for an event win. We did kind of have that. We celebrated D-Day with D-Day like event. That was fun. Me and Fate are going to be handling a new event that come hopefully next weekend to celebrate other patches that are another patch, because Fish has said a patch might be coming. Green,
Can we do
ahead.
Axis versus Ally? Can we do Axis versus Allies?
That's possible. We just haven't really been. We are doing a new event, so keep an eye out for that. Instead of just Divine being all in one team, it's going to be set. We're going to have more than just Divine, so keep an eye out. That's happening next weekend. I'm going to be organizing that with Fate tonight, so that's happening next weekend. We haven't been doing them recently because we've been hard at work on the updates. But next weekend we'll have the time.
Okay, so here's the bid time, and then I'm gonna have the price right underneath the build time. So,
yeah, I know, Vision. That's why we're having it a big proper event from the start. No setup, no nothing. We're just gonna have Axis versus Allies. Simple as that. Go, go, go. I'm gonna see if we can't change.
Should I have the price underneath of the build time or above the build time, or should I have it with the actual name of the vehicle?
Underneath the name, it looks really neat.
Like right here?
That looks, yeah, because that lines up pretty well with the description too. Ooh, we have an update in teasers. Let me take a look. Look, Nick, you might want to take a look at the
teasers
image, because it is
I'll share it.
beautiful. It is slightly hilarious and kind of beautiful.
Aegis Reborn. Teasers.
Aegis Reborn and teasers.
Oh my god, the KA50. That looks so sick.
Look at that thing. That is so dumb.
It looks so cool. Like, I love the counter-rotating props. It's a good model.
But it looks so cool, so who cares?
It looks cool. I don't know if it's something that would be put in Reborn. I don't know, but definitely a good model.
It might be changed, obviously.
It's for Reborn.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, the KA50 is a combination of the HLA and HLGS, because the HLGS kind of fell out of favor, so we're just going to combine the two and be all right. Because
yeah, that would be a good idea. Because if
that's why there's 2 different props. It's basically, yeah, we're going cray.
We could also like have some buffs to it too, since no one uses the HLGS.
The HLAGS is the official name.
Helags.
Is the other name.
Nice.
Helags.
Helags.
So it's gonna have rocket pods, bombs. It's gonna be a fancy heli. So it's gonna look cool.
I'm just gonna name this vehicle factory. All right, so
the jack of all
trades. I put the air factory or the factory GUI in starter GUI, and I'm gonna disable it. I don't know if you want to do anything with this, but if you definitely could.
Yeah.
If you want to, here I can add more. Like just duplicate.
Anything, just go right ahead.
I saw it testing certain speed and rate of fire buffs on a certain land vehicle.
Oh yes, that's happening too. So again, as I said, this is a big rebalance patch that we want to happen.
Mhm.
This is something. Oh, Me Unknown wants to know how to donate. There are a few ways to donate. Donate me. You can donate money. You can donate bits, any bits you might have.
Is that? Do I have that set up on my stream?
I don't think you do.
How would I do that?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no idea either.
Might
If
not
you
been-
want to donate, I think. Here, groups. I think we have a donation.
we do have
Sure.
donation ads for donations for ads in the group for
Google it.
Oh yeah, in the store. Yeah, I'm gonna Google it whenever I have the chance. I have to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go soon. I'm probably gonna have to go like 4:20. So like in another 10 minutes, I'm gonna have to go because I have some stuff to do. But maybe yeah,
Alright, so
I
you
can
can-
I can definitely do that whenever I get the chance.
You guys can donate for ads here, or
Yeah.
if you figure out how to donate in stream, go ahead and do that.
Mm-hmm. So just if you guys really want to donate, go to the store in the group page. That's where all of our
This
donation
is
links are.
the easier way to do it. You can also buy just anything in game, just like money, CR.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're gonna
Everything
be-
helps. Everything, honestly, everything ends up going back into the game anyway.
Yeah,
So-
we're going to be adding badges, by the way, to Reborn because there are a few achievements I've been thinking of. We're going to be doing that. There's not going to be anything special. You're just going to get badges
Mhm.
because that's something I want to do. Badges are cool.
Yeah,
And
badges
badges
would
are
be
really-
nice for like specific achievements.
They're
too.
really
Like,
easy to add.
we could do a lot with badges. We can add all kinds of different challenges for players to complete. Like, I don't know, maybe placing their first extractor will give them like starter badge or something, and then
Extractor completing the tutorial when we have the tutorial all complete.
winning a match, maybe
Winning.
flying a reaper or something. It could literally be anything.
Badges are happening.
Here, wait. SB2. Let me see if I can do what I said I was gonna do with the Hawkeye. I want to
Yeah, we're
shrink
doing
it.
the
Yeah, I want to shrink it a little bit.
because it's pretty because the models are
It's pretty
ridiculous.
chunky. Okay, let's try this. And then the unfinished or the unchangeable version, I'll just keep in workspace for now. Alright, let's test this. Let's see if I can actually fit inside of the plane and I'm not sticking out.
Light testing is an important part of how we do anything around here. So yeah, Nick will have to go, so stream will be over sadly.
Yeah,
Nice.
in a couple minutes. Like, I'm
But-
gonna leave it.
We're going to be posting the VOD afterwards to the official channel. I'm going to be uploading that.
Mhm.
So watch out for that.
Okay, so let's see if this works.
Oh yeah, that was something. That was that's what we were going to do. Oops. Oh well.
Test Epic. That's the faction name. Epic testing.
Vision pointed out to me that we were justifying the fitness of the Hawkeye by making it into a dive bomber, but whatever.
That wouldn't be a bad idea. If you strapped one bomb to the bottom of a Hawkeye, that wouldn't. I don't think that would necessarily be unbalanced. I don't know. It's just an idea. Having like one maybe like 100-kilogram bomb instead of 250. That'd be kind of cool. What am I doing? Okay.
Yeah, a lot of updates coming, people. People. I've been very good at making this getting these updates going.
Yeah, you've been doing incredible, Dust. I literally can't thank you enough.
Unlike other coordinators, I know how to fix the game. I just was
Hey,
unsure
yeah,
of
it looks the Hawkeye looks a lot better this small, to be honest.
that. That looks a little bit nicer. When we attach the bomb, I think we can still attach the bomb to that model size. It will still look good.
Okay, let me test and see if I'm sticking out at all.
It doesn't look like it will. It looks
here.
pretty perfectly
Yeah.
sized. Actually. Yeah, Fate has been a big help for me. I'm glad I rehired. Fate came back. He has
Yeah.
been.
I like
been a
Fate.
big help.
Fate is cool. Let me
Fate is cool.
teleport to myself before I die.
And he's been big help.
assets. SP2, okay. Yeah, that looks fine. I mean, I would have to lower the seat a little bit, but that honestly looks really good. The
good.
landing gear is a little derpy though.
The landing gear is a little derpy, but it's adjusted for a bigger size, so
Yeah.
can't really fault that. We can fix that pretty easily.
Yeah.
Make a deal. Yeah. Overall, we're excited for the future of Reborn. People.
Oh yeah, the future is so bright. This game
We have
is
hard
definitely
to-
unique on Roblox. It's
Yeah.
like its own genre. Imagine it's in the same ballpark as like Armored Patrol or like even the
It's
Conquerors.
sort of like
even.
Under Patrol or
It's
Base Wars.
yeah, it's a mix between the two, and there's nothing else like it on Roblox. So
Me unknown.
we're definitely just starting with Reborn.
Me unknown.
I never plan to give up on it. This is definitely a new start to a new chapter for this game, and
Aegis Reborn.
I'm personally super excited about it. So
We have a question from Me Unknown, which is healing items. That was something I didn't consider. We didn't really consider that in the balancing. I think we should consider adding healing items.
that would be cool.
Nothing fancy.
I
Just
think in the headquarters used to have a healing pad, but it never worked.
a health pack, and
Yeah.
maybe some stems. Some stems.
Okay, I'm just gonna move the shrunken hawk eye down here because I don't have time to do the landing gear because I gotta go.
All right. Thank
All
you, people, for coming around.
Yeah, thank you guys, everybody, for watching. We all appreciate you guys sticking with us. We appreciate the player base. We appreciate everything, and hope that we can
We
make this
appreciate
game.
you guys coming to visit.
Yeah.
Visit too.
We hope that this update is something that you guys want, and we hope that that you guys would really like to play it, and it's something you guys would love to play. So thanks for joining the stream, guys. Dust is gonna be hosting it.
You'll be getting more streams from me and Nick in the future because
Of course.
every time we have an update and Nick is available, we're going to be talking about the update.
Sounds good.
Update roadmap is going to get updated frequently, and that's going to get public soon. Don't worry about that. I just need to get that worked on. I'm going to have I think I'm going to have Elf Vision work on it. Get some work on it because I can't really spend that much time on it because it's really complicated and I have a lot of other stuff to do for Reborn.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get it done.
Yeah, it'll be done. It's just something we have to do sort of over time.
Well, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. We'll see you guys next time.
And this will be posted on YouTube too, hopefully.
Yep. All right. See you guys.
Bye.
All right. Sweet. That went better than I expected.
I think that went pretty well.
Yeah, that went really
well.
We got most of our talking points. We got a lot of questions answered.
We can have Hannah answer it.
I was all prepared for you to vist relith. LOL.
Okay, I gotta find this now. Oh god. I recorded on OBS. So I think it's in is it not in captures? No.
Just it's in the video.
I